morning, everybody. We are here today with our program director for National Diagnostic Imaging Symposium, Dr. Michael Ulisey, and faculty member, Dr. Dan Herron. And we're going to talk a little bit about our upcoming course in December. So let's start with you, Dr. Ulisey. What are you most excited about for this year's program?
Oh gosh, I guess the most excited thing is seeing the program come to fruition. I've had the honor of being the program director for several years now, and I think I've put together a conference that's very clinically oriented, not just from a basic level, but an advanced level. You know, the breast imaging is the part that I do. And I've had an opportunity to go to CME conferences all around the U.S. over the last couple of years, and I listen to all the lectures, and I tend to cherry pick the best speakers. I really believe that, and and I also keep an eye on the chat rooms, things like the ACR, SBI chat rooms, breast imaging part that I do. And I keep an eye out for what are the relevant topics these days. What are people having the most questions about? This year, it seemed to be contrast enhanced mammography and AI were the big money winners. So I believe I put together a conference that reflects a preponderance of those topics, excellent speakers, and also covers the basics of breast imaging. And watching that all happen on stage for the 3 days that we'll be doing it is what I'm excited about most. I think the conferences are in general year to year fantastic.
Super. And how about you, Dr. Herron, for coming to, you've done this several times as well. So what are you most excited about for this year?
Yeah, well, I can say I only go to one conference a year, and I fly across the country from California, which is not easy to get to Florida. So I guess that's just letting you know how much I enjoy it. I enjoy, of course, seeing Mike again, and all the staff at World Class CME are lovely, and it's a beautiful location. The weather's always perfect. It's so much fun to be in Disney World. The conference center is beautiful. Everybody's so friendly. It's so organized. The coffee is amazing. And I learn something new every year. I mean, I always go in thinking I'm
Cheers.
so smart. I know everything. And I always leave. Sometimes I'm reassured that I am doing some things right, but I always come back and I end up doing things a little bit differently. And the lectures are always new and on topic and current, and the faculty are always amazing. I always feel the imposter syndrome, like, how am I around all these amazing, smart people? So anyway, if you're going to go to one conference a year, in my opinion, this is the conference, and it's worth flying across the country for.
You know, that's a really good point because honestly, most of the time I learn that I'm doing things pretty well, but every year I pick up one or two tidbits that are new. And that's another thing about the NDIS. I mean, if you look at all the topics, it's not just a breast imaging, it covers all the areas of radiology. And it's the same format. I mean, the fantastic speakers, clinically oriented lecture topics, things that radiologists will use every day in neuroradiology and MSK and body imaging and ultrasound, the whole gamut. And it's a fantastic conference. And I think it gets back to Tim Blackwelder when he first decided to create the NDIS right around the year 2000, turn of the century. He said, we want it the week after the RSNA because a lot of groups, especially the bigger groups, not everybody can go to the RSNA. But all of the people in the group want RSNA level fantastic topics that are short, sweet, to the point with all those excellent speakers. So he figured he would get RSNA level speakers down to Orlando the week after. Like you say, the weather's better. It's a fantastic place. You don't have all the vendor hype. You have enough vendor activity to keep you up if you need, new books or new equipment, things like that. But you get those lectures packed into a 5 day conference in a better location in terms of statistically the weather. I used to speak at the RSNA like 6 years in a row, and I remember one year when we were walking around in short sleeves, And then the next year, I was trying to bail out early to get back to Dallas so that I could beat a weather front coming in. And the pilot, 20 minutes after takeoff, said, "Well, you guys, you just got the last flight to Dallas because they just closed O'Hare Airport." Anyway, RSNA is a wonderful conference, but it can be a little dodgy with the weather every year. So,
Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining me this morning and talking a little bit about our National Diagnostic Imaging Symposium. And we look very much forward to seeing you in Orlando in December.